Yo guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to showcase some games I've had since my return to Brawl Stars. So I did push my trophies up back to kind of like the standard now for most players around 100k. And after that I kind of focused more on ranked. As you guys can see, I hit Legendary 1. So what I'm going to do today is just show you the games that I've had, exploring the new brawlers, the new content, the new everything in ranked here. So I'm going to start at the very beginning of today's play session. Okay, so first we have Gem 4 and I was playing Mina. And the reason I picked Mina here was because the opponents picked projectile brawlers. It was, the draft was, they went second and third pick Rico and Chester. And I responded by picking the Mina with the windmill gadget. And since Mina is a featured brawler of this month's, or of this pro pass, or yeah, no, she's this month's max brawler, I was able to use the gadget cooldown gear even though I don't have it on her, and get more value out of my windmill gadget that way. And usually I don't let my randoms play gem carry, but here I decided because it was a good opportunity to try to counter my opponents that I should just let it slide. And yeah, my bow was just using his buffies, so I think there's not really much of a problem here, as long as I stay alive with the Mina. Yeah, we're holding down the fort. Get it, guys, because it's gem fort. And looks like game 1 is probably going to go our way. And with Mina, I think I should have tried to, YOLO it. Like, I think I always waste a third attack when I'm about to combo them, like kill them. With third attack, I always dash away when I'm about to do that. So I should probably just work on that. Well, otherwise, game 1 already went pretty smoothly. So let's take a look at game 2 now. Again, my plan is just to be annoying and take the opponent's attention away from my bow. And to that, I do have to get into the face there. I think this Rico matchup I somehow messed up, which actually not this interaction, but I think I messed up somewhere along the lines here, somewhere along the way here. Yeah, I think here I kind of messed up. Yeah, I'm not sure how I missed that third attack. I'm not sure if I should be aiming those Mina attacks or not, because I am. Maybe that's what's messing me up. Yeah, he gets me there just because of my blunders. But he does step on the bow mine, which is pretty funny. So again, now we have positioning one more time. I get a nice windmill gadget down, and then here I think I killed the Griff. Nice. And then my BB doesn't get popped actually. 80 HP. And then my bow puts bow mines down in the mid and it's basically over. But I do die just because I forgot that I had a gem, so we do need to get our countdown back. But luckily for us, I thought we actually choked it, but then the Rico steps on the bow mine one more time. And then here I just crowd control the Chetra just to make sure he doesn't deal the lethal damage to me. And yeah, they just keep stepping on the bow mine, which is hilarious. Or the Rico does. My teammates might have gotten excited too early because we do almost, I think, lose both players there. BB was the one that needed to stay alive. And I'm actually proud of my Mina gameplay here because I went positive. And yeah, I played Mina after all the nerfs and did pretty well. Especially since it was my decision to go her, not just because I didn't know who to go. It was an intentional choice to counter the projectile brawlers with my windmill gadget. Well, now let's take a look at my next game, the next game that I played. So here I whipped out the Clancy against this Edgar Penny comp. And they did last pick the Dynamite, but since I have Dash Clancy, I wasn't really worried about it. So let's just see how it looked like in action. What's hilarious is I'm playing up against Totem My Chaos, definitely not the real one. And with Clancy, it's really just all about powering up. Doesn't really matter if you die in the first interaction, because it does give you the level 2. You only unlike Surge or Clancy, you only really struggle like the first 20 seconds of the match. Where with Surge, you can probably struggle with just the entire match at this point. So now that I think about it, I feel like Clancy, since he does kind of choke the first 20 seconds of a game, he's not really that great on Brawl Ball, contrary to popular belief. So I feel like he's probably more suited for modes like Hot Zone and Gem Grab, where dying is more forgiving. And look at that guy, so even without the power-up gadget, the extra tokens gadget, I was able to get to level 3 already. Unfortunately, the penny does get a lot of value, but since we already have 78% on the board, we just need to take our time and not choke, and we should have the game in the bag. And then here's the perfect situation why I picked Clancy into this Edgar. There's just nothing he can do. I both outrun him with my level 3 and also keep my distance, which is really annoying for him. And that's game 1 for us. Let's take a look at game 2. I think the enemy Dynamite is doing a pretty decent job, but at the same time, just because I'm Clancy, I would just put out way more value than the Dynamite can. So now they're bush camping because they just don't know what else to do. This time I'm not against the Edgar, which actually does keep me alive, which is nice. But it does mean I'm charging my levels a lot slower. Just need one more hit to get level 2, and this Edgar is going to give it to me. My job here is just to get as much Zota as possible. I do dash out of the Dynamite jump. This is why I'm using the dash gadget now on Clancy, because just when I recently came back, I tried Clancy with the power-up gadget, and I just realized that it's kind of bad having no gadget after you get the value through it at like the first minute. So I think it's more worth it so you have the dash if you need it to escape or survive. And plus I forget to press it anyway, so I guess that dash is a little bit easier to use in that regard. And it is, I think, more versatile of a pick. So the Edgar does jump in, but obviously it's never going to do anything just because I'm Clancy. Here I dash up just for the mobility, not the ammo really. It is kind of a little bit of a closer game this time, but I think we got this in the bag. I just need to take my time with this Clancy pick. Edgar does, I think, get me down here. I think I do actually get him down. Never mind. That's just how good Clancy is right now. And I do dash out of the penny shot. And we are able to collapse on the penny. So from here, I think we should be able to close out the game. No matter what the Edgar does. And yeah, I'm just absolutely going off on Clancy. It just feels so unfair when you're level 3 with him. Unlike Surge, Clancy is just doing so much right now at level 3 versus Surge. Whereas a Surge would probably just, keep them falling back to heal. And just like that, I secured a 12 and 3 stat screen. So unfortunately, my loot did only go 2 and 9, but I guess I can't really complain about randoms at this point. I've already had so much history with that. Just kind of have to accept it. So let's look at the next game after that Hot Zone one. Oh, this is a spicy one. I decided to go Ziggy last pick on Heist. Let's see how that went. I did have the option to go Chuck, but I just felt extra spicy today, so I decided to counter the enemy team and rely more on my Miko for damage. Let's see how that pans out for me then. Yeah, I feel like it's just a really dominant pick out of nowhere. The opponents did not expect this at all. I am usually a fan of the TP gadget on Ziggy, but I feel like here I need the electric shuffle just to, be even more annoying and keep the opponent zoned out. Cause safe zone is kind of a choke pointy map, besides for this Eve here, so she can walk on water. And I feel like what I could have done better in this match is make sure my supers actually connect with the safe, besides just zoning them out. Like throw them out a little bit closer to the safe so they do actually hit a couple times. That's what I should have done in hindsight. Like yeah, I think even here it only hit. I only got one tick off. Yeah, I also need to time them better. Like send it out once the 75% shield has timed out, not like during it. And this Eve does keep constantly jumping my attacks, but it's no big deal, because I do get a lot of value anyways. And another choice that I make with Ziggy is I always use the damage star power, just because I feel like the damage is really important in a lot of interactions, just to, just to make sure the opponents die quicker versus, slowing them down. I feel like it's more important to rely less on the super, because it's not like you're gonna have your super 24/7 even into a good matchup, unfortunately. But yeah, having attacks that do 2300 damage is really nice with Ziggy, especially if you keep not missing shots for a while, which I think I'm actually pretty good at, I would say. And yeah, my Miko finally started putting up some numbers on their safe. And yeah, my job is just to not feed the crow right here, and I'm doing a pretty good job. Just staying behind this barrel, being really annoying, because I know bro really wants to jump on the safe. I think I do give him that chance, but it doesn't really matter, because the Miko just finishes the game off. Yeah. Let's take a look at round 2 of the heist Ziggy pick now. Last pick Ziggy, crazy work. Yeah, and this one was 5th pick Crab, and this was 4th pick Mina. Let's take a look at last pick Ziggy second game in heist of all modes. Yeah, Perry's not very happy about what happened from last game. Yeah, I'm just surprised at how well this Ziggy pick. So it's like, what if I just went a brawler that counters them on paper, but not necessarily be good in heist? But I feel like Ziggy is actually unironically good in heist because of the damage star power #1. Yeah, and there goes my electric shuffle value. Then I think here I do a good super this time. No, I do send it out again during the shield, so it's only gonna get like 3 ticks. Yeah, not the greatest. At least it's better than last time a little bit. So I actually did get some damage. And here the berry actually gets cut short before he reaches the safe, which is really nice for us. And these puddles do not connect with the safe because they're not close enough. And look at that, our Miko has already got half the save down by himself. And I'm surprised, because I feel like I should not be living through this crow poison. I guess it is the absence of the mythic gear kicking in, since Crow got his buffies. Yeah, I'm not sure if this super connects with the safe. Yeah, it should in theory, but again, I mistimed it. So Miko's gonna get some good damage here. I think he will actually just finish the game, because everyone just leaves him. So that's the high set. Kind of a KD farmer here, but you know what? Just let the Miko do his role. I'll do mine of defending and winning my matchups here. Because Ziggy was more of just of a matchup div situation pick. And then after that, another notable game was this Chuck one that I had, despite the opponents trying to counter me. It's another heist one. Just proving once again that I've always been and always will be John Chuck, aka the Chuck. Like, you cannot counter me. even when you try really hard. And it's hilarious what I came back to, because I didn't even know Nita got this skin where Bruce is now the main character, not her. And he summons Nita instead, the other way around. That's so funny to me. Yeah, look at it go. And then, yeah, so we're actually kind of doing a base race with them, but since their Miko is on our safe and not helping them defend, that means we have a one man advantage on the offensive. Usually people leave Chuck like that on the save, but since their comp is so defensive, I think they have no other choice but to let us, you know, just collapse on them like this. So I think it's a little bit of their fault. Like, you just can't be defensive in Heist, especially against the Chuck. Like, most people are just saying just leave the Chuck alone and then base race yourself, which I think is sound advice, because I think if they help the Miko, they'll put out more damage than we can. Because that'll also mean they won't feed our Nita bear. That'll cut down our damage a lot as well. But the opponents didn't do that for whatever reason. Because they were just hard focused on using their matchup of Cord Chuck to counter me, even though it hasn't even worked 100% of the time, which is concerning for them. Yeah, we've just constantly left this Miko on our safe because it just feels like we win the base races. Because it's one person attacking the safe eventually versus 3. Since the Griff and the Cord both decide to defend the whole time. Even though, mathematically speaking, that's not the right decision here at all. Because we just immediately catch up in the damage once we get positioning. Like, there's just nothing they could do anymore. Like, they won't catch up. We're just putting up too many numbers here. And just like that, the people that try to counter the Chuck are the ones that get countered themselves or just outplayed, since they're not actually playing objective. Like, it's all well and good, but you can counter a brawler, but you also got to back that up by completing the objective on the side. So from there, let's see what other game I should show you guys. Oh yeah, this is probably the hardest game we played. I decided to last pick Jae Young into a Naija or Najia, however you pronounce it, just because I thought I would counter her with her snakes. But what ended up happening was actually a lot harder than I expected. Like, I think I went negative KD in this match, but we still somehow won. So let's see how it happened. So at the beginning here, I thought my rat was gonna go mid. Or actually, never mind. I think in the one we lost, I'd end up going lane, which was not the right call in the end. So just to adjust my playstyle, I went mid this time, which is I think what the rat was expecting me to do. And believe it or not, I actually like using the slow gadget now on Jae Young since they buffed it a lot of, I think at least 2 times. Because it just catches people off guard and is just really annoying to face. Like, I feel like the slow just feels really strong. Like the effectiveness of the slow, unlike some other ones in the game. I do go down here, but then the Cord wastes Realm on air. And my Mortis is in a camping spot, but then he gets found immediately. And I'm just trying to keep the Mortis topped up. And here, this is why I picked Jae Young. As you guys saw, I just pierced all 3 of Najia's snakes. And fun fact, I'm using the piercing damage star power. So the more targets my attack goes to, the more damage it deals, which is perfect against the 3 or 6 snakes that Najia sends our way, based on if she has hypercharge or regular super. And here, we're really close to getting a countdown, but I think something goes terribly wrong here. Just maybe not right now, but soon. Yeah, it must be the snakes. I do just eat all of them for Pakistan there, just, you know, noble sacrifice. Oh, never mind, I think this is the game where we gave away all our gems. No, yeah, we're fine. So here, we're just trying to hold down the fort, make sure our Mortis does not die. Najia sends her snakes, but then there's just not enough time for them to do anything. Let's check out game 2 of that set. It's over here. Alright. Should quickly check how the opponents react to them starting to lose the game despite their efforts in the first round. So again, I rush mid with my speed on the Jae Dong or Jae Young, or however you want to call him. Bo keeps putting bow mines down, but since we have a Mortis, we can just dodge them like that. Or trip them up, actually, in the case of Jae Young, because I do have that speed. I think I have speed no matter what mode I'm in, work or party. I think Jae Young is a fast moving speed brawl, that's why I'm able to dodge bow mines easier. So here I pop my slow gadget. Don't get much value, but I do kind of make the bow slow down, which is nice. Here I start killing my teammates, and again I pierce the snakes, which is why I picked the Jae Dong. Obviously my KD won't reflect me doing a very good job, but I think I was focused more on healing my teammates than staying alive, so I think that's fine. Playing an actual medic here. And Najit keeps throwing out her snakes with that long range technique, which I'd really hate. And here things look really bleak until this cord realmed me. Nobody would expect a Jae Young to just surprise attack, but here I do. And it does end up actually working, which is hilarious, because Jae Young is not an assassin, I'm telling you. Especially not without the damage gadget Weekend Warrior, which is, I think, is still the better one, but I just really wanted to be annoying here and use the slow. And so just because of that core realm, the opponents lose the game, because I'm able to sneak up on their low HP bow after the rat chipped them by being invincible in the realm. So I guess that Cord might have to rethink his life choices there. And just like that, I win with a terrible KD here. Probably my hardest match of the day then. And then from there, I think things are mostly smooth sailing. Yep. So this next game I'm going to show you guys is my goated moments of Angelo. Just because I haven't played Brawl Stars in a while, it looks like I still also have the mechanical skill besides the drafting decisions. So in this same set, we did lose game 1 just because I was, wasn't as locked in as I should have been. Like, I was just throwing away my life when I already had the blue and like 4 kills on my head. So I just wasn't playing careful. Now that I'm playing a little bit more careful, things do go fine better for us. And they actually last picked Nani into it just because, or like 5th picked Nani into me, I think, because Angelo's shot does do a lot of damage and return to center might send that chunk of damage back at me. But what I'm doing when I face Nani's as Angelo is just bait out their gadget and just not shoot. So that's the ultimate Uno reverse card. I'm like, I'm not falling for that, man. Like, I'm better than that. Here I just keep peeking the wall, just being annoying. Like, I really don't want to give them the blue star. I don't really care about my KD right now, but I do still try to go for some kills. So, and then the Piper, I perfectly bait her and then time my shot as she lands from her super. I love doing that with Angelo. It's just so satisfying. And my Baron does a good job of keeping us all topped up. It just so happened that he went Byron, and then I just followed it up with an Angelo pick, which I was going to pick anyway, regardless of my teammates' choices. But Byron and Angelo actually work so well together, because it means I don't have to heal. But then here I do something stupid. I walk into the charged up Nani head. Yeah, not the best play for me. I probably should have just jump gadgeted it. But it doesn't really matter, because I do pop my hypercharge and get a kill, and then jump out. Here we just hold down the fort. I eat that Nani head on purpose this time. And my Leon finishes the game off. Let's see game 3 now. Of that bounty set. Where I unrust my Angelo. And the other reason I play Angelo, guys, is just because he's the only marksman brawler that has a very fast movement speed and a jump gadget that's very long, which is crazy for picking up the star and bounty. So this is one of the main reasons I actually play him here in this game mode. And here Nani does end up eating my shot. And I think I bait out the return center gadget, yeah, because he got scared here as he pushes up. But I unfortunately do miss the shot on him after the return to center gadget times out. But then I hit the next shot after, which is nice. And I can tell this Nani is probably furious right now because I think he's the only 100k player on in this enemy team's lobby, enemy's team comp, or set of players. But I guess it is now. It was only fair because I'm the only 100k on my team here in this ranked match.
You will pay for that dearly.
Again, I'm just trying to make sure we keep mid control as much as possible, or as long as possible. Like, our plan is just to make sure they get desperate and start pushing into us. And here I try to get some shots, but I do keep whiffing right now. Then I hit a shot on the Piper, and then I think I hit a fat one on the Brock. But unfortunately here I can't really finish off any kills right now, unfortunately. Get the Brock again, 55 HP, that's so sad. And here I think I get another hypercharge going, yep. Nice shot for me on the Piper. Leon does get to double here. And I get the follow-up shot. And from here, Piper just jumps into us for whatever reason, and then I just jump out for safety. I don't want to accidentally sell the game. And just like that, we secure the bounty set, even though we were down at the beginning, as you can see from the picture here, situation here. Yeah, 7 and 3. I did do more damage than my Leona. I just feel like he stole some of my kills, let's be honest. And then from there, the last set I want to show you guys is another Ziggy save zone, where I think I learned from my mistakes on the last time I did it and was being a lot more effective with it. I was like, you know what, since my teammates are going double assassin and the enemy team went Clancy and Bow, I feel like Ziggy just counters them. That's why I'm trying to do the rock paper scissors strategy, because they went scissors against the paper, which is my two assassins, which is the scissors here were Bow and Clancy, but then the ultimate rock to their game plan is this Ziggy pick, because it just makes their life impossible. And once again, this is this problem where you think you're doing good in heist, but you're not actually playing the objective. Like, all this defense is good and all, but they need to convert it into save damage eventually, which they're just not doing. And here again, this is the power of Electric Shuffle. I know I'm a TP gadget, now you see me aficionado, but I think on game mode like Heist, it's better to use Electric Shuffle. But Ziggy's not a Heist brawler anyway, to be honest, but I guess in my hands he can be, which is funny. And yeah, perfect case of Electric Shuffle, just making my job insanely easy, because it was just, these are not even shots that are being aimed by me, they're just being shot at random, and they actually connected with the Clancy there. Yeah, here I do a perfect job of using my hypercharge super on the safe, because it finally does hit it a lot of times. And then my teammates start wailing on the safe too. Like, Clancy's level 3, but it doesn't mean anything because they haven't attacked our safe at all, which is really embarrassing for them. And just like that, yeah, we end game 1 without a scratch on our safe. Let's check out the last game I'm going to show you guys today. Yeah, I don't think the opponents learn at all that they shouldn't just be defending the whole game. And I know this is not really related to the gameplay anymore, what I'm about to say, but I just love the sound of Ziggy's attacks. It's just so satisfying. Maybe another reason why he's one of my favorite brawlers now. Or possibly my favorite, the favorite brawler of mine. He just feels so satisfying to play. here, yeah, now I finally start contributing my save damage. And what's nice about Ziggy's damage star power is that it does activate after hitting the save, I believe. So yeah, it works on the save. Just like Melody being able to get her notes from special targets, if you want to call them that. AKA the save and Brawler summonables, I guess. Or spawnables, yes. That's the word I was looking for in terms of game slang. Here, once again, I think I line up my super nicely to do a good amount of damage on the save. Yeah, I learned from the last Ziggy on the same map that I did as the last pick. Yeah, believe it or not, this is the second Ziggy last pick on Heist of all places. And here, we're really close to the finish line here. They do actually leave a dent on their save this time, but it's really insignificant. Now they're just back on the defense, and looks like the game is going to be wraps. And what's even more epic is I'm the one to finish the save off. And with my last breath here, as you guys can see, boom. That's the job done right there. So yeah, guys, just like that, I actually even got star player in this game. Somehow Ziggy did the most damage to the save here. Crazy work. And yeah, I hit the legendary 1. Life in Brawl Stars is good. Catching up with all my friends I used to talk with a lot. Yeah. Hopefully I'm back for good this time. I really want to max out my account because I've been so close the whole time. I just always delay it by leaving the game because I'm just bored or something's not to my liking in terms of the game state. So yeah, guys. Maybe I'll post some more videos in the future as well. But yeah, we'll see. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you have a good rest of your morning, day, or night, whatever time it is for you right now. Thank you so much.